this budget deal that is ready to be signed by the president before he leaves town for the Christmas vacation here, and that is something that some are saying just goes against every conservative principle, but that it increases spending by $66 to $80 billion. So the Republicans have given up the fight. Florida Republican Congressman Kirk Clawson on that. Congressman, you're not happy. Why not?
Well, first of all, you should never give up the fight. And secondly, it's nice to be here, Neil. Great to be on your show.
By the way, have you seen the Star Wars movie?
No, man, I watch NBA games or college basketball when I'm not up here working.
Good man, good man. All right,
don't give me any of that sci-fi. Now, look, here's what I'm talking about. You got a jittery bond market, right? You got an overvalued stock market. You got too much spending. We've printed trillions of dollars. And by the way, our debt, our government debt as a percent of our GDP is what? Closing in on what Spain and Italy had when they had their rocking problems. So look, I'm just nervous, not just from a conservative standpoint, which is what you started with, but just my financial experience tells me, you know, we're on thin ice here, and every year that goes by, this becomes more of a three-pointer as opposed to a foul shot for us. So I'm disappointed that we let another opportunity slip by when we actually made some tough decisions around here as opposed to, you know, just playing four corners.
I think I heard the analogy for Speaker Ryan that maybe your colleagues gave in the past, or Mulligan let him go ahead and push this through so he could set his sights on big things. But that's not a lot different than the way John Boehner went about business. And whether you agree or disagree with what Boehner did, a lot of your more conservative colleagues, probably yourself included, don't like that, settling to fight another day, and you never do.
No, I mean, I don't know why we don't play hard right now. And I don't know why we didn't, for example, we could have put a CR in for a month or two, put some tough stuff in front of the Senate, make them make some tough decisions, maybe even put something in front of the president. So, look, I think our people expect us to have some energy here and not just roll every time. The Speaker and our leadership says that we're going to do things different in 2016, so I'm disappointed now, but, you know, there's always hope that we'll play a little harder in the future.
I get a sense from looking at the dichotomy just among the presidential candidates, Congressman, is that there's the school that says, go along and fight for the prize, which I guess is the presidency, the White House. I can understand that. And then guys like you say, well, you can't get the prize if you keep surrendering your principles to the so-called rabbits, like the Ted Cruzes and e-bikes and the Donald Trumps and what have you. Do you think that side of the party wins, the rabbit guys? Because the not-so-rabbit guys are the ones afraid that they do, the GOP is going to go down to defeat. What do you say?
Look, I'm a little bit different than a lot of people. First of all, I respect our base. And I don't think we can win elections by double-crossing our base. I just don't think that's going to work. And so I have not double-crossed our base. But listen, that doesn't mean we can't find ways to speak to independent voters and voters of color, get them to look at what we offer, which is an opportunity for a brighter future. So I say, if you want to win this game, you've got to take care of the base, but you've got to speak in ways and have ideas for folks that haven't traditionally looked at our party. And that's my take on it.
That's very well put, Congressman. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, safe holiday.
Hey,
Thank you very, very much.
Thanks for, hey, man, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
All right. A quick look at the Dow. Dow about